Recording in progress.
And alone cannot walk this journey to success with us. Side hustle, community of people. Side hustle, hustle hard. Side hustle, a community that enrich, inspire, and changes lives. It doesn't leave anyone behind. Welcome to Side Hustle. Change your life, change your pocket. Everything is possible with Side Hustle. Time wasted, never regained. Be part of our community. Join now. Side Hustle. Side Hustle. Change your life.
Welcome everyone. What a great, exciting day. I'm excited. I don't know about you. So we're just going to start right away. And I'm just going to share my screen. Kindly let me know if you can be able to share my screen. Please confirm if you are able to see my screen before we get started. Welcome everyone. I see 2 people just joined us now. Welcome everyone. Welcome to Side Hustle. So we're just going to get started, and we'll be starting with the content of the day, and everyone will be able to ask questions as well for those who also want to understand more and get clarification. Yes, let me share my screen again.
Side Hustle, a community that enrich and inspire other people, a community that changes lives for the better. Welcome to the community of people working together with other people for leverage effects and passive income. We are international, we have no borders. Join us and let's make money together. Together we can, alone you cannot. Walk this journey to success with us. Side Hustle, community of people. Side Hustle, hustle hard. Side Hustle, a community that enrich, inspire, inspire, and changes life. It doesn't leave anyone behind. Welcome to Side Hustle. Change your life, change your pocket. Everything is possible with Side Hustle. Time wasted, never regained. Be part of our community. Join now. Side Hustle. Side Hustle. Change your life.
So we can now begin. I hope everyone now is in, and this meeting is also recorded for those who won't be able to be here, so they can always watch it later on YouTube as well. So I'm just going to share my screen, and we begin with the content of today. So in this presentation today, basically we'll be focusing on a lot of things and understanding SideHustle EA robot, how it is set up, and all the benefits and all the advantages as well, how it is programmed. That is the most content of today, because people at the end of the day must understand what we're trying to achieve with SideHustle EA. What we're trying to achieve, as a matter of solution, as offering solution to people out there as well. So now, SideHustle EA, guys, remember it's a software, it's a robot. So also it has its own functions, right? So we also need to understand what is a software like overall. We all know that software basically it's a programmation, right? It's you programming or coding something and telling it, can you do this when you see the certain conditions in the market, right? Can you, when you see this, can you confirm before taking those particular trades? You see, so that's what we actually doing with SideHustle. So now, here's the thing, right? So if a software it's actually programmed, welcome Latino Billions, welcome Tabile Ngobo, we just started now. So we were still talking about the programmation of a software. Software, it's all about you coding, or programming it and telling it, these are the conditions. When you see these conditions in the market, can you execute a trade based on this confirmations or what you see based on those conditions that you were set up to see? You see, so and we also need to focus on how it is actually programmed. You all know that it is actually compatible in every MT4 or MT5, meaning that you can actually trade it on a MetaTrader 5. You can even trade it on a MetaTrader 4 as well. And also what is very important is that risk management, guys. Risk management is important, right? Anyone can set up a software anywhere in the world, right? But then if it's just the software that just open trades, it will open so many trades at the same time with the bigger lot sizes, right? It won't have limit if it didn't set up with the right input to stop opening so many trades with a bigger lot size to a point that that account can't even sustain those trades, right? It's very important, right? So when you set up a software, so what we focused on is that we don't want to actually blow people's account, right? So now the most important thing is that risk management must apply. So when we apply risk management, we mean that whatever equity that you're going to have in your account, right? So it means now this software will only open trade based on how much you have in your equity, right? How much do you have in your equity is important, because now let's say you found 500, right? So it will only open limited trade based on that equity, based on that balance that you have funded in your own account, right? And then once it limits those positions, also lot size is important. We'll also talk about that as well. So anyone can set up a software, but if risk management is not applied, it's not a surprise that you'll only blow your account in just one few minutes, right? Because I'm sure you tried so many software before, and then within 2 minutes you were surprised that your account has blown. It didn't even sustain it for a week. It didn't even sustain it for a days, right? So that's what we mean by risk management must be applied, right? So otherwise, it's just going to be so risky, open so many trades and end up just blowing your account, and then you starting again, having to trade again. So, but then now when it focuses on risk management, it means it also you need to apply what we call patience, right? So when you apply patience in the market, it simply means that obviously you understand it's a longer term. If risk management is applied, it means my account is sustainable, and also long term is applied, I'm going to be profitable in the long run, right? So of course we do have different sets of robots that have different types of characteristics, right? Some are too risky, for those who want to go big, like 50K deposit, they can go risky on those software that actually opened trade based on so many trades. And then obviously if it's too much risky, you must also willing to take the risk as well, right? If you're willing to take a risk, because we do have people in our community who would say, I'm willing to take a risk, I'm willing to fund this much and this much, and I'm willing to lose it, right? Because I want to try this. We do the testing with them, live testing with them, and yes, they do. As long as you're willing to take a risk, there's something on the other side for you. You see, so what we do is we also utilizes a concept or an idea in trading, looking for indicators in the market like RSI, right? So obviously RSI, let's say it's above 70%, then we know that it's overbought, then it must sell, right? And then when it's below 30%, we know that, oh no, it's oversold, then now it's time for it to buy, right? So those are the conditions that we also look at, also looking at, three identical candles indicating the momentum. If you look here on the charts, um, on this area here, you can understand that there are three candles there that indicating the momentum, right? So of course, now when the software sees that, whether it's up or down, so it will also consider those conditions as well, right? So indicating a momentum. Oh, okay, this could be a momentum. Of course, in when you read forex books, right, you'll meet up certain concepts in the books. Of course, those books, when you apply them, when you try to take it practically and try to apply them in the market, you find that it didn't work out the same way you have read it in the book, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? Of course, forex books are also, there to just give you guidance, but that doesn't mean it's going to play out accurately that way, right? Because market can be different. Remember, market, there are a lot of factors in the market that can actually affect the market, right? So we talk about the fundamentals, right? If Russia now decide to bomb Ukraine, right? So, and then you have open trades, by then maybe you have bought your positions, right? So of course the market's going to crash, right? So such factors, they are there in the market. Such factors can hinder you from stop making money, right? Of course, that's why we need to, when we execute trades, we need to look at all the fundamentals. We need to look at all the factors, right? You can't just trade the charts. And as a trader, you know that you can't just look at the trades only and say, I'm going to open trades based on this only. You can't look at the charts and as well only and candlestick and say, okay, here I'm confident about my trade. Have you looked at the fundamental side of it? What is it saying fundamentally? What are your market news saying at that time, right? Have you looked at it? So have you looked at that day, the market watch, the market calendars as well? What can affect you on that day? It's very important. And what decision as well are you going to be taking during those conditions, right? Conditions affect us all, but then now our strategy, it's very important. I always tell traders that, it's as a trader, you can just say, okay, I'm going to execute a trade, I'm going to open a trade here, and then boom, you make money from that trade, right? But then now you find that at the end of the day, you didn't really make money. Why? Because of the strategy that you were applying maybe failed you, or not even the strategy, maybe the maybe the exit strategy. Because we all know that we ladies and gentlemen, we can trade, right, and hold the trade, and a lot of us, we are affected by our psychology mindset, right? How is our psychology affecting us? Let's say now, emotionally, okay, I've opened so many trade, I've seen that I'm making so much money, I start now to become greedy. Of course, greedy as well can stop you from making a lot of money in trading. You find that now you're holding your trades for so long, thinking that you can now, let's say now you hold 10,000, for example, thinking, oh, I can go to 30,000, oh, I can easily go to 50,000. Then boom, the market goes against you, goes back to zero. Then now you're thinking again, but then I had 50,000 few hours ago. Then by then you had zero. And the market, for it to continue again to that levels that you were, it takes cycles, it takes time, it takes there must be momentum. Maybe you find that by then, when you were trading, there was huge momentum in the market. But then, now, the market's just slow, it's just consolidating, and then you're stressing. Where can I go back again? You see, so such things, guys, are important. When we talk about psychology of trading, we are very serious about it, right? You can make, let's say now, I can give you signal, right? I've worked with a lot of traders. We give a lot of traders signals. Let's say now, maybe we got 5 traders, right, in the live now trading, right? And then give you signal. Can you buy US 30 now, right? You find that all of them, they buy US 30, right? But let me tell you something. Here's the thing. Let's say the market now support that signal and goes straight away to the go straight away to the direction and support what they were buying, right? So it means now they've made profit. But let me tell you something. You find that a lot of people by then, they didn't even make money. You find that only 2 out of that 5 made money. The rest didn't. Why? The exit strategy is important, right? So one of them can just open a trade again, and then, okay, boom, maybe in a shorter distance, she or he already closed in profit and then left the market. The second one, what does that do? Maybe open a trade and then hold it for long and didn't make money. The market comes back to where he or she took that trade, right? And then maybe the third one, a lot of psychology happened along the way, didn't actually make the money based on the target that we gave. So obviously, for you to reach a target or certain target in a trading market, you must have patience. When you have patience in the market, that's when you can be able to understand that, this is where I'm going to execute my trade, this is where I'm going to take my profit and whatsoever. So guys, we're going to also have another session after this, just to talk more about the conditions which were set up for SideHustle EA. As soon as this meeting ends, just join again on the same link, and then let's continue. So let's talk about the conditions of the SideHustle robot, right? The conditions that it was set up. So obviously, the first thing that it was set up, it must not see any trade at all. So meaning, if you continue trading your account, the software, when it sees that, when it detects that, okay, this there's someone trading the robot, the trading account, it won't open any trades, right? So it's conditioned. The first condition it must not have any trade, right? So obviously it trade one entry per signal, right? Check for any running trades first. So once it check for any running trades first and sees that, oh, there's no any running trades, that's when it also looks for certain conditions, right? Like the bears in a row, the bulls in a row, those we were talking about, that three identical candles in a row, just like on this charts. Let's see. You see on the cell, there's this three candles in a row, right? Obviously, it indicate a momentum, a strong momentum. Look at where the market is after that. You understand? So, of course, sometimes it plays out, sometimes it doesn't, right? So, but those are the conditions it looks out for to indicate the strong momentum. Looking at the peeps as well. How long is it going to hold those trade after opening, right? But before opening, those looking at those conditions, it must also look at the limit, the limit of the number of trade that is going to take, right? It must limit the number of signals continuously, because you don't want to hold over 50 trades, right, at the same time, and then by then you only have 500 in your account, which is impossible for you to handle drawdowns. There are drawdowns in the market, as long as when the market moves up and down, you must know that of course there are speculations, people buy or sell, but then now obviously throughout those speculations, one is either right, one is either wrong, right? But over a long term, right? Obviously, when you have a long-term mindset and say, okay, I'm going to hold this trades for this much and this much, you can then make a lot of money, because now the market moves in circles, and at some point it also comes to where you are levels, as long as you are a long-term trader. So long-term traders always win. Also, this robot is set up in a long-term mindset, right? So looking at the specific time frame. Remember, in trading, we have different time frames. Let's say minute one, for example, it means each and every candle then will close after every 1 minute, right? So when we look at M5 meaning each and every 5 minutes that candle must close. But then on the software, we set it so that each and every 1 hour it must actually look for certain conditions or confirmations before it can open a trade. So it trades based on 1 hour time frame, right? And also when it opens trades, right? When it opens trades, you find that it also have a signature. It also has its own copyrights, right? So you'll find that on your trading history, or when on your trades, whatever trades that you see there, when you click on it, it will write side hustle. So this also remember, in trading also brokers can tamper with your trades as well, right? You find that you are holding trades, but then when you check on your trades, when the closed trades, it's not the robot that closed the trades. Maybe it's the broker that closed the trade, because it doesn't have the copyright of it must show, if it closed the trades, it must show that there's a side hustle robot that closed the trades. So if it's not side hustle robot that closed the trades, it will also indicate numbers that who closed the trades. So we do also the issue of brokers, right? So obviously brokers, they are also businesses, right? They're business partners. So it's not like they are here to help you make money or whatsoever. They're also here for business, right? They eat through the swaps, they eat through the fees, they eat through the the spread as well. So all of those things, right? And they also need to make money at the end of the day, whether you lose or win. So obviously, if they don't make money, they will always tamper with your trade if you are making money. So, but of course, if you are able to see such mistakes, you are able to see them, identify them very quickly, and be able to confront them with their mistakes, and they are able to pay back your money. So we also decided, how can we actually set it, right? Let's look at the pending orders, right? But we normally know and do understand that pending orders do not normally hit, right? You find that pending orders, maybe you have put your position here to say, if the market comes here, can it hit it, right? So now what if the market never comes on that position? So normally the situation is that it doesn't normally hit, right? So when I make sure that I look at such things, right? I make sure that I look at the, where can I actually put the pending orders, right? So of course you need to understand where you're going to put your pending orders. At what distance can we actually set it, right? Close enough, or should we put it maybe have it maybe should it have a enough room for it, or distance enough before it can actually hit that pending orders? So such things as well, right? Looking at the fixed volume as well. So when we talk about fixed volume here, we're going to talk about the lot sizes, right? We know a lot of people in the forex market, they're highly leveraged, right? Some of you are highly leveraged men, some of you are highly leveraged women, some of you are low leverage women, low leverage men, meaning you don't risk much, but then you rather stay there in a longer term and make money and still have your equity running. Some are highly leveraged men and women, in after funding, they open bigger lot sizes, so many trades. It's like this is the last day of trading. They don't think of tomorrow. They just think, I want to make 1 million today, today. Or which, it's according to how trading was set, like the overall market, there's a certain percentage that you can be able to make that enough money. So greediness can actually also tamper with you from not making a lot of money, because we all want this money in the world, but it's not possible, right? There's infinity amount of money, you can never have it all. So that's what you need to do when you have a target to say, okay, this much I'll be able to execute my trades, then that's enough. That's enough. And then you make that target, you move on, you move on. That's how it is done, right? That's how we do it. So once you have your target, then that's enough. So the other thing we also make sure is the fixed pips as well. The fixed pips, of course, we're talking about the movement, right? The market moves, so we're going to put our stop losses in a certain pips, take profit levels as well in a certain pips as well. And also the time mode is important. How long do we want to remain there before this pending orders can be triggered, right? So but otherwise, guys, we've got expiry time for our Zoom meeting, so in less than few minutes. So but otherwise, I hope you did understand the overall information about SideHustle. I'm not sure if I should do another Zoom to open questions and answers, so we can all get the clarification. Just chat in the chat box and let me know, or in the groups whatsoever, just let me know. So yeah, that's all for today, guys, and more information as well will be shared out.